Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel and to week 14 of 52 weeks of memories. Hang on, I saved the page, yeah. This week has been dominated by the baby shower for my two daughters. Shopping for it, planning for it, having it, cooking for it, all of that. So it's been really dominated by the baby showers. So I saved a couple of things from baby shower. We played baby bingo. I've got sheets and sheets of these. They look like little buttons, and they was the baby bingo markers. But yeah, there was about 20 sheets of these, and I thought, oh, I ain't punching out all of them, you know. You've only got to poke them, but yeah, you know what I'm like. If it seems like too hard work, I don't do it. So I just gave everyone a marker pen. But these look like buttons, but obviously you haven't got the bulk of buttons, so I thought they was well cool. So yeah, I've got loads of them, so I'll probably be sending some to my friends and things just to get rid of them, because they're like, one sheet is going to last ages, and I've got sheets of them. And so yeah, I saved the baby shower tape measure where you measure the bump. I thought that could be a nice background piece as well. And I was getting something else. I was looking for little flowers like this. I only had these in either pink, black or white, so I picked off the black gem that was in the middle of this one, rubbed it onto my Distress Oxide, just rubbed it straight on, give it a quick blast with the heat tool to dry it, and then I stuck a new gem in. But yeah, while I was looking for these in my little pot of flowers, my little tub of flowers, next to this tub is my sticker tub, and I knocked it over, and I had stickers all over the show, just everywhere you could think of, there were stickers. But done me a favour, because I found things that I forgot I had, like these beautiful little stickers that I bought God knows when, ages and ages ago, before I was even doing junk journals and that. And then I found these sticky sheets that I got from my friend Amy the first time she sent me Happy Mail. So I've got a lot to use. This page ain't my favourite, but I thought, time it's covered up. Like, I've got a couple of photos as well of my daughters, and one of me and them. Right, that comes down to about 19 centimetres. So let's cut that off, and we'll lay down our first bit of background. So I hope everyone is well and has had a lovely week. I've had a wonderful week, exhausting but wonderful. It's really lovely when family get together and that. A couple of my nieces came with their children, and my cousin come round, and yeah, it was really lovely. A couple of friends of the girls came with their children, so I had a house full, absolutely full of kids. And you know what I'm like, I'm a big kid myself. That was my absolute favourite thing, you know. And afterwards I thought, I'd love to do that every week, even though it's knackered me. I've been so tired. But yeah, I would love to do it every week, to have everyone here, you know, because it's lovely when you're seeing them all playing so nicely, like house full of kids, and not one argument, not one. And so yeah, I thought it was really lovely. I'm going to put this down, and obviously this covers up most of this page. I could have done it on that page really, but I wanted to see the April. But yes, so I'm going to put it on the Wonka bit, and I'm going to just glue those three sides, because if I leave the top, I can put a nice big tag in there to journal on, so that I haven't got a make loads of pockets and that, because I've got a couple of photos to go on this spread, so there's not going to be much room left. So yeah, I thought if I make this a big pocket, because it takes up the largest area, then we'll be fine. So yeah, I've just been sorting through, did my usual weekly shop around my craft room, deciding what to use. Just make sure that's glued down, because this is getting full already and we're at like week 14. So yeah, it's not as easy when you're not on a perfectly flat surface, is it, to make sure that something is glued. But this stuff grabs really quickly, and so yeah, now that's fine for a big pocket. So I want to lose these butterflies and that. Yeah, just not too sure about them. So I thought I could, if I tear along here, it's not easy with this sticky stuff. I tear along there, and I could just have these overlapping. Hang on. How are we going to do this? Right. Where am I going to have a photo? Let's see. I'll have the girls on this page. If they're going to be there. Yeah, right. We'll do this one. I'll chop the bottom off and we can save that. Or if I'm going to put a pocket, I think I might have a pocket across here, so I don't have to worry about below there. So that saves me wasting, because why stick all this on the page? You add bulk and you lose something that you might want to use, and if you're covering it up with a what's it called, a pocket, there really is no need. So yeah, I'll just ink around this, just a bit messily. I'm not really paying that much attention to where it goes. I should have done it before I took the sticky off. And I don't want the pocket too deep, but there might be good. And then yeah, I'll do this one. Where have I put that lid? Right, shout out if you can see it. Oh, I am the absolute worst. Oh, it was underneath it. What am I like? When I was filming yesterday, I lost my scissors. I had to stop filming and hunt for about 20 minutes. Got so fed up. That was the bit I was saving. I'm just going to use this piece. No, oh look, I could do it like that. Oh no, I don't want the pocket that deep. Although the photograph is going to be here, isn't it? So I could use that and not worry about that straight edge. And then I've still got all of this saved for another project. So yeah, I was telling you, I lost my scissors, right? And I hadn't got up. I was only sitting here. And so I knew they could only be around me somewhere. Do you think I could find them? I'd stop filming, make myself a cup of coffee, go away, and then when I come back, I saw that they was under the chair. But I had looked under the chair. I had. It was just that I hadn't looked far enough back. Right, that will probably go there. They're my two daughters, bless them. I think I'll have this lower, like that. And then look, you can't see much of that. I didn't even need to use this much. Unless, yeah. It's got to be about there really, hasn't it? And I don't want it too wonky. So, yeah, I think this pocket, I could take some off. And we'll have like a low-ish pocket. And I've only got this out because I was using it yesterday. And this is just a little off-cut. Nice and slowly. And yeah, look, that's alright because the bottom of there is covered, which is what we wanted. It's a bit too wide. Now, let's see if I can just do this in one cut. Well, almost. Right. You know, I don't normally cut freehand because I ain't the best. I'll think something's a straight line and then it ain't. But, yeah, I wasted so much time yesterday hunting round for scissors and that, and it really annoyed me. And I'm not one to get annoyed, but yeah, I was so frustrated. I was convinced there was like a little goblin or something hiding things from me. Right, you can see I am just going really messy at the minute. I think I'll move this for a sec because these oxides do stain and I don't want them on the wrong piece. Let's grab my glass tray and I'm just going to go over here with these, and then if I spray it with a bit of water so it oxidises and it'll start to mix in with each other. I don't really know what I'm doing here. I just only thought of it this minute, but oh, look at that. Right, hang on, you can't look at it at the minute. I'm saying it, but I'm tipping it. But that's lovely. Well, I think it is. Right, so I'll dry this with my heat tool. You don't need to listen to that. I'll just pause for a sec. Oh. Right, so I really like how that's turned out. I just grabbed this off the line while I was at it. All I did was dip this in a little bit of water with some blue food colouring. So it could have gone a bit darker, it could have gone a bit more teal, but it's not too bad. I'm sorry if I'm panting. I've just gone downstairs and back up again. And yeah, I can only go slow, but it sort of takes it out of me a bit. I am sorry. I'm catching my breath. I should have waited a minute, but I want to get this done. It's really late. It's Wednesday now, and I normally do these on a Sunday. But past couple of weeks, life has just been happening and sort of getting in the way a bit. Not that that's a bad thing. It's not. It's good when you've like sort of got stuff to do or got a, like you're seeing family or things like that. It's wonderful, but yeah, it has meant that I've had a bit of a delay on my videos that I normally would like to do on a Sunday evening when it's nice and quiet. And yeah, I just really enjoy that on a Sunday evening. But yeah, the last couple of weeks, Sundays have just been busy and like, yeah, I've had a lot to do, a lot going on. But as I said, you can't complain, can you? You know, some people haven't got family and things like that, you know, so you've always got to count your blessings, I think. And yeah, I would never ever complain about spending time with the people I love. Right, I like how that oh, I can't say it. I like how that turned out. And so yeah, I'm just putting a bit of this on. I think I'll overlap it like that because otherwise it's a bit too uniform. And I've got these lovely flowers. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. I did have a glassine bag that I wanted to stick on, but now I've made the pocket smaller, I won't. I'll save that for another day. So let's grab the glue and we'll get some of this laid down. Just a bit scruffy there. Oh, sorry, that was me elbowing the fruit bowl that's got my punches that I use in. Right. And then, what do I want? Do I want them like, yeah, like that. Just a little bit of blue for these. Oh no, or do I want it like that? Yeah, I think like that. Just so that I can pop a tag in there, or a little journaling card. I'll get them down a sec. Because the glue's got to go through the cheesecloth onto the card. And I'll grab up my journal. Right, we're going to have our pocket there, like that. I think I'm going to just, yeah, throw that a little bit. That's it. We could even have something else over here. We'll see how we feel. So yeah, I done the giveaway on Sunday, which was really good. That's all in the post to Judy, who won, Judy Dickerson. So yeah, I was really pleased to do that, and that went in the post on Monday morning. And yeah, what else have I been doing? Not that much. Well, not that much. I've been really busy with this, but yeah, that was on the weekend. I've been recovering since. I did my design team project for Crafty Cat and her new digital kit, the Vintage Roses, and I found an offcut as well, actually. That'll take me into explaining. Where is it? It's in here somewhere. Oh, I'll stop rummaging. Oh, I know what I've got that could go on here. Or maybe I've done that flower too low. I was going to put some lace, and I've got pink and blue. Yeah, maybe I've put the thing a bit too low. I might do it on this side. Yeah, I think I will. Right, let's get some glue down. We'll do the blue, then the pink. So yeah, I really enjoyed doing that, using that new digital kit that Crafty Cat has got in her shop. Yeah, and I must say it is really reasonably priced. I can't talk today, can I? What's wrong with me? Right, what way is this the right way? That's it. And yeah, I done that yesterday and filmed that. Oh, I was exhausted afterwards. I did have to go and have a nap, and then I came back and I had one or two ideas, right, like when I woke up and thought, oh, I've got to do that. So then I had to film a little intro showing what I'd done afterwards, because yeah, I just got to the point, you know, when you're that tired and you just can't even think anymore, you know. I was like that. But yeah, it's just because we were so busy last week, and everything, I found everything exhausting, even though it was really enjoyable and exciting. But yeah, I was more tired than I've been in a long time, because I suppose it was a few days, you know. It wasn't just the baby shower. It was one day last week we was out shopping. Well, 2 days we went out shopping, because we couldn't find what we wanted on the first day. So then we went out to a different place to do the shopping on the next day. And then we had a day of cooking. The girls spring cleaned for me, which was wonderful, because there's a lot of things now that I just can't do. I try to keep on top of it. I don't like mess or clutter or anything like that, so I try to keep on top of things. But yeah, there's quite a few things I can't do. So yeah, the girls came over and completely spring cleaned my house for me, which was just fabulous. It was, yeah, wonderful, because now everywhere is just spotless, which was great, because things like mopping and sweeping the stairs and those kind of jobs, you know, I really struggle with. And so yeah, where I used to do those kind of jobs a few times a week, you know, now I really can't. Someone has to do it for me, so it's not always convenient for them. Now I've got these lovely pink flowers in baby pink, but I haven't got baby blue, so I thought we could use one to decorate the page, and I could spray it so that it is pink and blue, and it could go up here hiding some of these bits of text. So let's clear the decks again. I'll just get my lid on. Oh sorry, that was me knocking the light. I'm just tidying my workspace and grabbing the rotten old tray. Now I would like to know what I did with that flower that I cut off. I don't have no idea. I'll cut another one. Oh yeah, I found it. It was on the journal. Crazy woman, aren't I? Right, let me give this a shake. Oh, I've gone a bit too blue. Oh, spray it with brighter pink. That's it, it's evened it up a bit. Right, I'll dry this with a heat tool and I will be right back. Right, that's done. There it is. Oh, there it is. And I'm just mopping up the excess, because then I can use that as backing paper somewhere. Right, so that's out of the way. Let's stick this somewhere as well. About there, I think. And so, yeah, we'll get this down, and then I think I've got another picture to go on, and then I need to make a couple of tags, don't I, to journal on. I've got a picture to go here. Let's grab me bits and bobs. There it is, of me and my daughters. I'm going to put that right in the middle. So yeah, yesterday I finished doing my design team video with that gorgeous kit she sent me, and yeah, then I used the scraps that I had left, just the offcuts, to make like a couple more. I used one to make a pocket and one to make a lovely tag. Right. And yeah, it was just wonderful. I really enjoyed that. It was, I sat here like for ages doing it and filming, and yeah, it was just great fun. Right, I've got a couple of these bingo markers. I'm just going to take off 2, and seeing as they're like a bluey green, I'll ink around the edge with the pink. It might look, I don't know whether they're going to look good or not, but yeah, we'll do that. And then I'm going to punch some holes, well, dig some holes with my awl, I think, my good old pokey tool. So trying to avoid my fingers. Don't do it like this. There's a better way. There is a better way, and I've got a book that I lean on. Oh, that I don't know what I've done with. Right, I normally keep this on top of my scrap paper bin, but it was underneath it, so I had to stop filming. But yeah, I've learnt the hard way not to make these holes by holding it. It's alright to push through once I've made the initial hole, But yeah, I don't take a chance of holding it while I try and punch 4 holes into something, because I'm so accident prone. I know I would stab myself because I've done it before. And then I can't craft for a while because you have to stop until the bleeding stops, don't you? And yeah, I've more than one occasion where I've made myself bleed, and before I've realised I'm bleeding, I've bled onto the thing I'm working on. And then I had to either cover it with fabric or a pocket or something, so so no one will ever know. So yeah, that's my little secret. Right, I'm gonna go from the top, I think. I love using like real buttons and sewing the thread through it so it looks like it's actually sewn on. Right, where am I? But I'm going in from the top so that I come out at the top, and then I can tie a knot and just trim it. And then, right, if it stays, oh no, that's not how I wanted it. I wanted those, right, I should have looked what I was doing. I wasn't paying attention to myself, because I made it look how I wanted to at the bottom instead of the top. Right, so if I come over here, I've got to go in diagonals. I don't think it will do it, will it? Yeah, I want a crisscross, so I'll have to tie it at the bottom. Right, let's grab more through than that. I only need a little bit to tie a knot. Yeah, that's one. And then I can stick these on, I think to the pocket probably. And yeah, just add a little more decoration over in the corner where I ain't got nothing. Scissors. There we are. That's one. And yeah, I just thought these would come in handy. Obviously I'm not going to always want this colour, and I love buttons, but no, I've done that wrong. Can't think. It's because I'm still tired from last week. It takes me a while to recover, and I know that is a common thing with people with fibromyalgia. You know, like you might have one good day and then you're followed by like 2 or 3 bad days, and just because of the energy that you've used on that one good day, or if you push yourself too far, and then like the next morning you wake up and you can't move and you can't get out of bed by yourself and things. I know that that is a common thing. But I said yesterday, I think it was, on somebody else's channel that it was Ruby at Little Books that done a video about her illness and her experience. And yeah, when I first got ill, I didn't know that everyone else, or not everyone else, but some people with the condition were going through that as well, you know. So I only met people or heard of people, like my cousin would go, oh, my friend's got that, yeah. And then I'd see her at a family party and she'd be jumping around dancing. And yeah, I only through not through personal experience, I met people that weren't really suffering that much that said they had the same thing as me, and I thought, I can't believe that they have, you know. But yeah, it's only through YouTube that I've found out that a lot of people suffer like that. Right, I've got all my background done, I think. Oh no, I wanted baby shower up here, didn't I? So, oh, sorry for the clonk. I was just reaching down beside me. I wanted to cut off baby shower. I want some of the dots. Yeah, like that. Oh, I don't know why I'm putting that down, because I want to use that. Right, and I don't want the word bingo. Sorry. Nice and slow. And again this way. How much do we want? Oh, I'll come down here. I have to lean it up against something, otherwise I'll go wonky. Right, about that much. Slowly. Right. So we've got our little thing that says baby shower. That can go there, I think. There, yeah? Yeah, that looks alright. I'll link this. I'll use a bit of blue this time. Oh, so yeah, my daughters, they've only got 4 weeks left now. And then the babies will be due. So it could be any time, because they're both having regular scans, because one of my daughters in her last pregnancy had undiagnosed diabetes, and it affected my grandson so badly. He was born so poorly. He was transferred to a special neonatal intensive care. It was one of the most awful times of my life. So frightening. And he was so poorly in a little incubator and that. It was awful. And so because of that, they're having regular scans every 3 weeks. And the babies are both big enough to be born and to thrive and that. They oh, I'm picking this up again because before I make the tags, sorry, I just dropped it as I picked it up. I wanted to use these little butterflies, just 1 or 2. So yeah, he was very, very poorly, but because of that they're having regular scans every 3 weeks. And yeah, they're both at the point now where the babies are over 5 pounds, so they would be perfectly fine to be born and discharged, because I don't know about anywhere else, but here, if you have like a baby a little bit early, once it is 5 pounds or over, then they're allowed to go home. But yeah, so they're both doing really well, but yeah, it could be any time, so it's really exciting. Right, I just thought I might, let's see, maybe over here. So I haven't got a lot going on over here, have I? And then we'll work on our tags. And the blue one down there. Yep, I like that. And yeah, I bought these like for £1 a thing so long ago that I completely forgot that I had them. So we can now move the journal out of the way for a bit. And we just need to do our tags that we're going to journal on. I've got some coffee dry paper with some beautiful marking that I want to use for the backs. And I thought this scrapbook paper, because it's pink going into blue and we're expecting a boy and a girl, so I know it's a cliche using those colours and that, and babies don't have to go in pink or blue, but yeah, it's along with the baby theme. And this bit of wallpaper that I thought we could mess about with the oxides. So I want one of them. Let's see, I don't want it this big, but I wanted to have the pink and blue on the tag that I'm making. So this was just one of the scraps I found in the little squeak, I'm so sorry. One of the scraps I found in my big bin that I keep them in. And then yeah, this is just a bit of wallpaper, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that one yet. We put that to one side. This one I thought we could do some distressing, so I'm just it's like got a raised pattern on, so I'm thinking that this will stick to the raised pattern a bit. Oh, I don't know how it's going to turn out. Right, let's cover all of it. I think I'll go over completely with the blue. And then we'll spritz it and see how it dries. Right, that's come out quite nice. And then now I'm going to add some of this deep pink. And we'll do the same again. Right, so I really like how that's turned out. Let's cut off the corners. Obviously I've got to back it. I'm going to stick some coffee dyed paper on the back, or I might see how I'm aligned. You remember my mop-up paper? I might see how that's dried out, because I like to stick that on the back of tags sometimes. So I've got that. What I thought was, I'm going to get a piece of this because I've still got some more, haven't I? Obviously it'd have to be a bit thinner. I thought if I put some ribbon on here, I could use one part as a belly band. So I'll just measure what I need so I don't cut off too much. Otherwise I'll always end up with loads of little offcuts, which isn't bad. I've got a little box that I keep them all in. But yeah, sometimes if I think to myself, oh, I've just wasted that. Right. That one overhangs a little bit because it wasn't a straight edge. So what I thought was I'll have this bit down the bottom and I'll only glue 3 sides so that something can sit just inside. That's not perfectly straight, but yeah, that can be trimmed because that edge is. Right, so just gently with the glue so that it can be like a pocket. So I'm trying to really concentrate. I wanted one of those, you know, like the precision caps that you get. Don't know if you can use them on these bottles, but you can with other glue. Other glues sometimes you can order like the precision cap that just does really thin lines. So yeah, I was thinking of trying one of those for little fiddly bits like this. It's still warm from the heat tool. It feels really nice. Oh, it's funny, the little things that please me. And yeah, this will be a belly band, so just the 2 edges. And then yeah, we can have a smaller one sitting inside this one. Like that. Cut the wonky edges off. Oh, right. I'll just get rid of these tiny little bits. Otherwise we'll end up with them stuck everywhere, won't we? And so I wanted another piece like this, but maybe a bit thinner. Yeah, because that'll be really scraping the edge a bit too much. I think shorter we'll go for, and thinner. So we'll go thinner first, and we've got more pink than blue, so we'll lose some from the pink end. And this side doesn't look completely straight. I'll just sit it there and see. Like That'll do. No, something's wonky. I can see it. Let's see. Oh, sorry. That looks a bit better. And then that can sit in there like that. Probably going around that way for the contrast with the blue at the bottom and the pink at the top. Yes. So that will be plenty of room really for journaling. So I can make the one that goes into the pocket on the other side where the girl's picture is, and I can make that a bit more sort of short and stumpy. So that was this one, and my pocket is there, and obviously I don't want it obscuring their faces, so I'm going to make a short stumpy tag. I think might even use a couple more of those butterflies. Sorry, I have to remember to go slowly, don't I? That's our little discovery we made, weren't it? Right, as you can see, it's just a little square, so very short and stumpy, but perfect for what I need, because I've got these two large surfaces that I can journal on once I've backed them, so I only need these to be small. Right, the mop-up page is dry, so I think I am going to use this to back the tags. Oh, I'm knocking everything over, but the reason I've got this up here because I thought I'll just give it a bit more oomph. So I'm just spraying it with my alcohol sprays that I make myself. I don't bother buying ones when you can make your own, because then I never have to think, oh, I've got to go sparingly with that, because I can do what I want. They're so cheap and easy to make that, yeah, whereas if I'd paid good money for a little thing like this, I think I would be much more sparing, you know, whereas I don't care. I've got loads of them in all sorts of colours and I can go wild. So I'll just dry them off. Right, so that's nice and dry. I thought we'll back these tags and then we'll decorate them. So we'll just get them glued down. And yeah, I really like using them sprays. I think they're a great way to add a bit of colour, and you can build on the colour because it's such a fine mist. You can get a very, very light covering, and then yeah, if you want to build that up, this keeps flying out of my hand like it's alive. But yeah, you can build up your colour, and yeah, it's so cheap. Or if you've made it up with your food colouring and your water and alcohol, and then it's not deep enough, you can just add more to your little spray bottle until you're happy with it. And yeah, as long as you shake it before you use it, and that, you get a nice even like spray. And yeah, I love them. And depending on the nozzle, how fine a mist your spray is, if it's big enough, you can add very, very fine glitter to make a glitter mist, but you have to make sure your nozzle is big enough. These are very fine nozzles that spray a fine mist, and so I don't add glitter to those ones, whereas I've got a bigger spray bottle. I'm not sure, I think it might be in Lily's cupboard, or drawers. She's got her own little drawers with her art stuff in. I think she's got that spray, but yeah, that does, you can put very, very fine glitter in, not big glitter. It's got to be the finest stuff you can get. And yeah, where it's a bigger spray with a bigger nozzle, spray hole, whatever you call it, then you can add that. But I like my really fine ones. And while it's wet, like you could use the really fine ones, and while it's wet, sprinkle your glitter where you wanted it, and then dry it, and it would stick to it, so it will look like it's a glitter mist. I know people like using those, like the shimmer mist things you can get. But yeah, I'm all for a bargain, or for saving money, you know. And when you're paying for things like that, you sometimes, if you're on a limited budget, you're limited and you've only got 1 or 2 colours. Whereas I've got loads of colours and I can mix them together to make other colours. So yeah, I'm not held back by my pocket, because you only buy the food colourings once and they last ages. I only have to renew them like maybe once a year, because I buy, I'll save this bit, I buy a what's it called, a squeezy tube of food colouring. And yeah, you don't need a right lot in these little bottles, and then I just add my surgical spirit and my water. We'll punch our holes now before we decorate. I'm not really sure where I'm going. This has got to be trimmed up. Look, I didn't do it properly, so we'll do that. Right, I've had a rummage through my snippets for what I want to do with this tag. Right, but this one, we've got to keep it very simple, because it's got to go in and out of here, so too much stuff will just be distressed every time it goes in and out of that piece of ribbon, and may become lost or whatever, or just catch it and undo that belly band. So I thought this is going to be really simple. Just keep it nice and simple and sort of delicate little pattern. I might go up like and do nothing lower, because this is going to poke out of here anyway, so it'd be nice to see that. Right, I'll need to set my eyelets, don't I? We'll go with silver ones if I can pick them up. 1, 2, 3. And then yeah, we'll just set those. And what else do we need to do to these tags? Ink around them quickly. Well, I could do that off camera, couldn't I? That don't need to. We need to find something though to go in the top. A nice little bit of fabric. That's upside down. Oh, what did I think of? I thought of something a minute ago. Oh, that's it. I thought of a bit of sari silk that I was gonna spray to get a bit of additional colour on. So I'm just looking around myself, wondering what I did with that. But in here, I just wanted a very thin, so I decided I would go with this, because it's nice and thin. And remember, this is going to have the other tag behind it. Right, if I can get that in there, that's it. So I didn't want nothing too much in that one. And I know that looks very boring and that, but it is going to be sitting in here, which is a lot more jazzy and that, isn't it? Just because of the wallpaper and that, it makes it seem like there's more going on. Like, and obviously they've got the really bright ribbon. So did I put that away? Right, I will find it. I thought for the back, for this one, I'll use a bit of this lovely sari silk from my friend Denise. Like, I don't want to waste none. So how big do I need? Yeah, I need it about that big. So I can put that back. And I thought I'd just spritz this with some blue. Mop that up a bit. That's it. That's all we need, and I'll just dry it.